Kalpesh?
Sir, Kiran sir, Dr. Kalpesh sir is not there.
Okay.
But from my G10, Dr. Namita has prepared for CC3. So should we be allowed in this, or should we allow at last as per the topic list?
No, Dr. Suhas is there. Dr. Suhas?
Yes, sir, I'm there. I'm here.
Yeah, so Dr. Suhas, can you start with your presentation?
Yes, sir, sure.
Yes. Dr. Suhas, you'll be talking on leverage, pledging, rollover expenses, correct?
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Suhas. So am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, visible.
My screen is visible. Okay. Yeah. Good evening, everyone. I am Dr. Suhas. So I am in the G10 group under the guidance of Dr. Kiran Koti as a senior guide, Dr. Parag Sanghi as a guide, and co-guide is Yaneshwar Gachware and Gautam Lodhas. So today's topic is about leverage margin and the rollover expenses. So first, let me speak about the margin. Yeah. So what do we mean by margin? This margin is it's a capital that is required by the broker to allow us to take a trade. And it's like a safety deposit for the broker. Yeah, if you are trading in cash, then the broker is not under any risk because we are going to pay upfront 100%, and then we are going to, like, we are buying Nifty today at 18,900. If it was as stock, then we would have paid them 8 lakhs 90,000, and we would have got 50 lots, 50 shares of Nifty. But since when we are dealing with futures, here the advantage for us is we need to approximately give only 10% of the uh, margin we have to keep in our account, and the broker will allow us to trade with that. It is around approximately 8% for gold, and approximately 4% for USD and INR. Like today, as of for Nifty to buy one lot, we need a margin of 1,05,185. So this is what we get in the Zerodha margin calculator website. So we can calculate the margin required for any stock by selecting the stock from here, and whether futures or options we can select from here, and then buy or sell. If we select, then we will get the total margin that is required for us to maintain. This is a span margin that is 86,585, and exposure margin is 18,599. The span margin is required only in case of intraday. But if you are going to carry the position for the next day, as we do in TMP, we need an additional 18,600. So totally the margin comes up to 1,05,000. So this is the same thing that I've given here. Our margin consists of a span margin and the exposure margin. Span margin is for the intraday, and exposure margin is to carry it overnight. So, how do we meet this the margin that is required? How do we meet the requirement? If we have cash, then we can meet the SpanX requirement using it 100%. Like you want to take a position that is worth that margin required is 1 lakh. Then if you have 1 lakh in cash in your account, that is more than enough. In case of liquid collaterals means like we have purchased in our hand-hold trade, we have purchased liquid Bs, we pledge it, and then we get a margin. If that is 1 lakh, then even that 100% can be utilized to provide for Spanex margin. But in case, imagine you have bought Reliance share and you have pledged it and you have got maybe 5 lakhs margin, and now you need to give 1 lakh margin to the broker. In that case, you can only use 50% of the required Spanex. That is only 50,000 you can use from the equity collateral, and the rest you have to give from the liquid collateral. Like I would describe it, equity collateral only 50. Like if you keep 1 lakh is the margin required, then up to 50K we can provide through equity collaterals. The remaining 50% has to be provided either by cash or the liquid collaterals. So this cash, liquid collaterals, equity collaterals are called the three buckets in margin. So then next topic is about leverage. Leverage is called ninth wonder of the world. That is after eighth wonder, that is a compounding. Leverage is considered ninth wonder of the world because it's a double-edged sword. If used properly, it can give us multiple times returns compared to just trading without leverage. So leverage is calculated by the formula contract value divided by capital. Like in today's case, the Nifty is at 17,800. Contract value is 8 lakhs. Contract value is 8,90,000, and divided by capital that we have. Like if you have 1 lakh, you put 1 lakh there, then it will become almost 8 times is the leverage that you are taking. So in here for capital, we are considered capital as a non-volatile asset. That is, it can be cash, liquid Bs, G-Secs, arbitrage funds, liquid funds, and FT. If we have pledged a stock like Reliance or HDFC, then we can't consider it as our capital. Or even go SGBs, which are considered for liquid collaterals, even SGBs we can't consider as capital in TMP. So these are the only things that can be considered as capital because these non-volatile assets do not lose their value over time. Then this is an example of leverage. Again, I just described to you. Nifty is 17,800. Contract value is 8,90,000. The margin required is 1,05,185. And imagine you have just 1,05,185 and you go and buy a Nifty future of one lot, then you will be taking a leverage of 8.46 times. That is, if Nifty moves by 1 point, you'll make 8.46 times the profit. But the same way, if Nifty falls by 1 point, you will make 8.46 times the loss. In TMP, we keep the leverage at 1 or maximum 1.2. So considering 1.2, you should have minimum of 7,40,000 in your account. That is a capital if you want to buy one lot of Nifty futures. This is an example. We'll consider how margin, leverage, everything works. Well, let us not get confused with margin and leverage. Margin is something minimum that the brokerage requires us to provide with him. Leverage is how much of risk we are ready to take. Like here, Sher Khan, we are considering we are buying a contract of 6 lakhs. Like imagine today Nifty's contract value is 6 lakhs. So here Sher Khan, no, he doesn't want to take any risk. He puts 9 lakhs, keeps it in cash, and he takes one lot of Nifty. Then we consider for teacher, that is a person trading in futures. He is clever. He will keep just 3 lakhs in his account as cash to provide for margin and any of the market margin that will be required. Then another 3 lakhs he'll keep it in FD or in liquid base. The third person is Jingalala. This fellow is highly risk-taking person. He keeps just what the broker is demanding. If broker is demanding 1.5 lakhs, he is hardly keeping some 2 lakhs in his account, and he is going straight away buying a contract for 6 lakhs. So all three of them right now their contract value is 6 lakhs, but they have capitals in different amounts. One has 6 lakhs in cash, one has 6 lakhs in cash plus another 3 lakhs in FD or liquid bills. The third person has just 2 lakhs overall, just 2 lakhs cash. That's all. So the leverage here again 1 times in Sher Khan, 1 times in furniture because this FD or liquid bills is also considered as a capital itself. Whereas it's it is 3 times in case of Jinala, not 2 times. Then profit, imagine they make 10% profit today. Sher Khan straight away he gets 10% profit. Furniture, he makes an additional, like, I'm telling this over an year. If FD makes another additional 15,000 profit, his overall returns will be 75,000 net return. Whereas in Jingalala, he has kept 2 lakhs, he has made a profit of 60,000. So how does it reflect in the return of capital employed? Sher Khan has made 60,000 profit with 6 lakhs capital, that is he makes 10%. But teacher has made 12.5%. He has got additional 2.5% returns because of FD or liquid bills. Whereas Jingalala has made 30% returns. Just 2 lakhs kept 60,000, he has made 30 lakhs, like almost 3 times that of Sher Khan. So he must be dancing now. But what if the ulta happens? Now they make a loss of 10%. Share Khan loses 60,000, whereas furniture loses 60,000 in futures, but this 15,000 profit he gets it because FD or liquid base there is no risk, he will get a consistent returns with them. So his loss is only 45,000, whereas Chingalala loses again 60,000, which is 30% of his capital. This is the downside of leverage. Taking unnecessary leverage uh, is like double, as I told you, double-edged sword. 30% profit, and when it becomes loss, it's 30% loss. If he makes another two trades like this, he loses his whole capital itself. Sher Khan made minus 10%. Furniture made minus 7.5%. He made more when the market went up. He lost less when the market went down. The secret is he took advantage of the margin provided by the broker, but he made sure he doesn't take leverage by keeping the rest of the capital in return generating assets, that is FDs or liquidities. So this is the concept of leverage and margin and how we can use it to our advantage. So what is so I was talking about collaterals. So what is collaterals? Collaterals is when we pledge a share with NSDL or CDSL, we get some amount of margin using which we can trade with the broker. What happens is whenever we place a pledge request, first the broker receives the request. The broker then pass on the request to NSDL or CDSL. Then CDSL or NSDL asks our confirmation whether to say yes or no. And then when we put an OTP and say yes, we want to keep it for pledging, then the NSDL or CDSL will consider those that part of the shares as pledged shares and passes on the collateral margin, which will be given to us by the broker. So if we pledge like in liquid base, if you pledge 100 rupees worth of liquid base, we will not get 100 rupees in our account to trade. We will get only 92 rupees because of the concept called haircut. Haircut is like for it is like it is also like something like a security for the this broker or the NSDL or CDSL, because if a stock is very volatile, today it might be trading at 100, tomorrow it might fall to 50. So in such case, the haircut will be more. Whereas something like liquid base, the risk is very less. So only 8% haircut is there. The benefits of pledging is one thing, it gives us collateral benefits. Like we had 1 lakh, like right now we saw no we bought liquid base, we have pledged the liquid base. So we after pledging even though we have bought liquid base for 5 lakhs, we have pledged it, and again we have got some approximately 4.6 lakhs in our account, which can be used for selling a call option in CC1. So that's the benefit. Like even though you have utilized your margin, your complete capital, you have pledged it and again got back almost equal amount of capital to further trade. And how we use this collateral benefit is what the game is all about. That is what TMP teaches us. Like you get collateral benefit, you don't go and trade for everything again. Then the whatever share appreciation is there, we'll enjoy that also. You have pledged like Reliance 2,500 rupees per share today. You pledge it, tomorrow it goes to 3,000. That extra 500 probably is also yours. In addition, whatever dividends is got during this period that you have pledged, even those dividends are given to us. So our shares remain with us. Previously, what used to happen? The pledged shares used to remain with the broker. So there was a risk there. These days, the onus is on the CDSL or NSDL to keep our pledged shares in a separate account. The broker has no right over the shares. The cost of pledging is approximately 30 rupees per pledge in case of Zerodha. You can pledge 10 stocks. You can, like, considering example of Reliance, even if you pledge one stock of Reliance, 10, 100 or 1000 per pledge, the Zerodha is going to charge you just 30 rupees for a pledge. Then next topic is about rollover cost. What is rollover cost? So imagine the example that Ramnath sir gave us. We had bought February gold petal. So from February expiry, then we shifted it to March expiry. That is called rollover. Like you have a future, or you have sold a call, or you have sold a put. When it is about to expire, you simultaneously you are going to close the position in this month and open the position in the next month expiry. It has to be done immediately. That is important. So why do we do rollover is in case of shares. If you imagine you buy 100 shares of Reliance, you can keep it for n number of years. Nothing is going to happen. But if you're going to buy one lot of future of Reliance today, like April expiry, you're buying on 27th April, the contract is going to expire. You can't carry it to May. The only way to carry it to May is you have to change the expiry. You have to close your position in April expiry and you have to go to May expiry. And this involves some cost that is called as rollover cost. Rollover cost consists of PAD cost, that is future asset difference cost, slippage cost, and transaction cost. Transaction costs are like the brokerage, the GST we have to pay, the STT, security transaction taxes, and other things that we are going to pay. So transaction cost is almost constant and we can not do anything about it. FAD cost and slippage cost, they can vary. So FAD cost usually will be minimal as close to the expiry, and slippage cost will be less when the market is quiet. There is no sudden up or sudden down move. That is when the slippage cost is going to be minimal. So imagine, like just now I took an example, like Reliance Nifty April future is closed at 17,884. Nifty May future is closed at 17,935. So FAD is the difference between these two we have is 51 points, and for 50 shares, that's one lot of Nifty, it's coming to 2,550 rupees, and the charges is 63. Slippage is, I'll just show you that almost 3 rupees slippage is there into 50, that is 150. This slippage is right now because maybe the market is closed. It will usually be less when the market is at open, and when close to expiry, when people are shifting from April to May, this slippage can come down. So as of now, whatever data I saw, the total rollover cost might come to almost 2,763 rupees per. So this is additional cost that we are going to incur. So just before telling bye, I just want to demonstrate few of the things that I showed right now. So yeah, so this is what Nifty April future is at 884, 935, and now when I go to buy Nifty May future, here you can see the charges that are there. That's an expense that we are going to pay. The difference between 884 and 935, that is the expense that we are going to pay. And slippage is one thing, is it's here in market depth. People want to buy it at 935, but those who want to sell it at 938. When it is like this, and if you place a market order, the order is going to get executed at 938 rupees. That is 3 rupees extra. And another risk case, imagine this candle, this doji candle that we are seeing here. When it's about to close, imagine that you want to buy Nifty May future. You actually first sell it at here. April future, you sell it at when it was down. Then by the time you can again select Nifty May future, place the order and press OK, the market might have moved here. And the difference here is also a slippage that we are going to pay. And all this we'll try to minimize when market is actually in sideways in stable condition. And but when suddenly market is trending, that is when we'll incur huge slippage. Then this is the margin calculator, zerodha.com margin calculator, and you can select the symbol here, whatever you want, and then futures or options you can select here. Yeah. Fine, sir. That's all, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you. Hello.
Yes, sir. Excellent presentation. The topic is